Friday, September 3rd, 2021. Once again, I'm at the summit of the Adirondack Railroad's line. As you can see, 2,040 feet above sea level. We'll be catching a southbound work train today. My longtime friend Bill Moll has been working all week on Adirondack's work trains, and they'll be coming by within an hour or so with engine 1845 up front and a string of gondolas, empty gondolas. They brought ties up to Tupper Lake earlier in the week. They've been up there the last few days, and they're bringing their train south today. The summit is approximately 1/3 of a mile north of the Big Moose station. This year's major work project on the railroad has been going on already for a couple of months and is scheduled to continue into November, if not a little bit beyond. The railroad was built in 1892. I'd wager that day by day, month by month, this is the biggest work project the railroad has seen since 1892 on a sustained basis. So until train time, Vitold and I will just sit here, take it easy, and wait for the 1845 to appear in the scene, whenever that might be. While I was waiting for the train, two gentlemen came by with their dog Mac, and they were starting to tell me some interesting stories about the line. The gentleman in the tracks there remembers when steam was on this line, so I invited them to share just a couple of stories, and we'll include it in our video. What can you say?
What can I say? Well, the freight trains were always double-headed with two locomotives, and you'd hear them coming way below the village down towards Horseshoe Pond, and then the sound would go away, and when it came back, we knew the train was getting close to Big Moose, so we would race down Twitchell Road and be here to watch the trains come through. It was always exciting. Passenger trains had one engine. One time my brother and I had been trout fishing in Twitchell Creek way down below, and we were on our way back. We got to Buck Pond, and there were trout rising everywhere, so we stripped down to our undershorts. Come on, Max. Come on, boy. Come on. Mackie. Stripped down to our undershorts and waded out to almost chest high so we could reach those fish, and we were catching trout. We heard a train coming. We thought, oh boy, what is this? And sure enough, it was a passenger train with Moss Lake girls who were on their way back to their camp on Moss Lake. But there we were in our BVDs right down below where they could get a bird's eye view of us as they went by, and they cheered and waved out the windows.
As well they should have.
Yes! Yes, it's not every day you get it was a double feature. It was both of you.
It was a double feature.
So I was telling you guys that they're renovating the whole line up from Remsen to Tupper, and you made a comment about how quickly you thought the work was being done about a spot just a little farther up.
Very impressed. The rails were, I don't know how you could run a locomotive over them. They were.
I wasn't sure either.
The gauge was incorrect, and there were big whoops in the tracks so that the locomotive would pitch wildly going through there. And they went through with that machine that grades and packs ballast.
And lifts.
We went down through there today, and you would not know where that area was. They did a spectacular job. I just don't know how they did it.
It's really
so
incredible.
It'll be exciting to see the day when they go through here with a train on their way to Tupper.
And how long have you been residents or, you know, up here in Big Moose?
Well, I've been coming up since 1950.
I waited
so I'm an old codger.
Yeah.
I waited till 1964.
Yeah.
This long. And Dad brought me.
Well, thanks again for sharing some of those stories.
You're very welcome.
And Mac was very well behaved.
Yeah.
It could have been a pit. It could have been a pit bull coming down those tracks, and that would have been a different story for me and my dog. Thanks again, guys.
All right.
Engineer on the train is Pete Gores. The conductor is William J. Moll. They started out today 30 miles from here at Horseshoe Lake.